This week on Reality Check, the mission as usual shows home and abroad, starting with the reunion episode of The Real Housewives of Lagos to Britain's Got Talent, and lastly, the new season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta feud between Mo and Edie. All of these and many more right after we meet our commentators. Joining us as special guest is Rah Ali from the Love and Hip Hop reality show.
Hello and welcome to Reality Check on TVC. My name is Debbie, aka Dev's Extra, and as always, we are ready, set to go. Take you all around the world, checking out what is popping on reality TV, not just in Nigeria, but all across the globe. And I never do this alone. I have amazing guests, or should I say co-hosts. We do this together, we review everything that you watch on reality TV. To my near left, I have Victor, who is a content producer. Hi, Victor, how you doing?
Debbie.
Are you a princess today?
No, I'm not a princess. I have my fellow guy man.
Speaking of your fellow guy man, to my extreme right, we have King Dion, who
King of
is
the house party.
King of the Max House Party, who is an actor slash producer. How
Yes,
you
I
doing?
am. I am very happy. I'm excited to be here
I
today
love this
again.
outfit. It's giving.
Thank you.
It's giving
This
daddy,
is
daddy vibes.
this is
Send it
this
to-
is. I got money. I feel like spending it.
Oh, nice. Don't worry, we'll spend this money later. All right, on set, she is popping. She's looking gorgeous. She is a queen. She is an entrepreneur. She's a media personality. She is a shoe collector, basically. You know, Selector Group is, one thing that she's passionate about. And not just that, she is the founder, owner of the popular entertainment website, On Site. Let's welcome on set Rah Ali. Hi.
Thank
Good to
you.
see you.
Thank you.
Finally,
Thank
the face
you.
behind the blog.
No, not the face behind the block, because I don't do the posting. So don't
Okay.
get people cursing me out. Okay?
You see, you have people that do everything.
Yes, we have a team. I'm absolutely nothing without my team, honestly. I don't mean that just saying it. I truly would not exist without them. So we have a team of content creators, editors, and everyone has a role. Website managers, everyone has a role, and collectively they handle it. And that's that. Yeah.
Awesome. So
Yeah.
you don't catch flack from celebrities saying,
I have. I've over the years, when I initially started, for the first 6 months, I ran it with the assistance and support of another woman. So it's just she and I around the clock for the first 6 months. We got a formula in place. I was able to express, this is how I want things to be. This is my idea of how it should be. And then we were able to train staff. And as the years progressed, my staff grew. And that's that. Now I'm not involved in the day-to-day. I don't oversee the stories and things like that. Because they've got it.
And now it's kind of expanded to On Site Africa.
Yes.
What was the reason for that, specific channel for Africa?
Yes, absolutely. So it's funny because initially I was wondering if I wanted to do a Hispanic or African version of the US. And this clip is lovely. Wonderful. Have to love that.
We're gonna get into that.
Oh,
later,
that's
yeah.
lovely. Talk about throwbacks from the past, okay? But so I did a little bit of research, and I just was so entertained and just invested in Lagos and in Ghana as well. Africa as a whole, I was moved and impressed by a lot of things that I felt like we didn't know in the States. And I thought it'd be great to introduce the real. And so that's what I'm in the process of doing.
Well, I love that.
So before we go too deep into the things you do and everything, I would like you to introduce yourself again to the audience that don't really know a lot about you. How would you explain that this is who you are? What exactly makes you?
Of course. So obviously my name is Rah Ali, and I consider myself a serial entrepreneur. And the reason I feel like that's the best way to describe me is because I'm all the things business, honestly. So the things don't necessarily they're not married to each other, but they all have my attention, and it's things that I feel passionate about. Whether I start it up and move on to something else, or whether I micromanage it, it's all the things that are important, that are lucrative and have my time and investment.
Okay, so I feel like a jack of all trades.
Yeah.
from the shoes to the media to every other thing you do. Like, how are you able to like grow all this together while still doing what you love to do?
That's why I said I'm nothing without my team. I think that people have the misconception that when they start a business, they have to do every single thing by themselves. And I'm a key believer in hiring the people who absolutely know what they're doing, and you come together and now you have a really strong team. I know what I want, you know how to get that done, you know how to,
Delegation.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we just make it happen.
That's beautiful.
Well, for a lot of our Nigerian audiences, you're from America,
Yes.
New York.
Yes.
Is that where you were born and raised?
I was born and raised in the Bronx.
Ooh.
Yep.
Okay, now I have something to ask you. There's been a lot of people who are huge personalities who have come from the Bronx. Shout out to everyone who's actually made it from the Bronx. You know, you guys are lovely representatives of where you come from. But now I want to know something. Based on where you come from, what motivated you to do the things that you do now? And the level you're at, what pushed you? What's the story?
So I would say that I really just have always been a dreamer since I was very young. I come from a really good family. My mom was a registered nurse and my dad was an engineer, and he worked for New York City Transit for his entire life until he retired. And I always describe my family as like kind of like a middle class family. I don't remember ever thinking that things were not possible. You know how sometimes there are artists, you might hear them do an interview and they're like, I came from nothing. And they're like, I got it out the mud. I don't really have that story in the sense of I didn't have everything. I just didn't know that I didn't have everything. So yeah, as you got older, you realize like, oh, so this shit ain't free, huh? Oh, okay. All right. So I gotta work. Oh, okay. And I just work towards my dreams. And I've always been a dreamer and felt like anything I wanted was obtainable. So people, and that goes for everyone.
Yeah.
So when people say like, oh, I don't know, I'm like, damn, that's crazy, because the most outrageous things, I feel like you can really just go do it. I really do. And without any funds, just express yourself, explain what it is you want, and it can happen. It's real. You have to put that out there and you have to believe. Yeah.
So what did little Rah wanted to become when she was,
Well, I wanted to be a singer.
Oh, really?
I can't sing.
Did you try?
I mean, I have, and I've tried it a few times. Not really to put music out. When I was young, I had a very close friend that had a beautiful voice, and we would sing, and my mom would be like, "You, shh, go ahead, you can." So when I was very little, I wanted to be a singer. Yeah.
So what was the first business? Because you said you're a serial entrepreneur. What was the first business that you really got into?
My first business was owning a shoe boutique.
So that was like your very first.
So
what did the passion for
business?
shoes?
I just love shoes. I think it makes every woman feel beautiful, feel sexy. And even if you wear a flat, if you're not into heels, shoes represent the woman as well as the man. Yeah. I feel like it's a great way, an artistry almost, for you to represent like what you're feeling. Even if you wear a casual flip-flop, it gives, I'm not in the mood today, I just threw these on.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It's an understated part of your personality.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So from that, you of course connected with a lot of celebrities, Alicia Keys, and so what made you drop that bag to decide I'm gonna head into the entertainment world itself, be on reality TV?
So I didn't actually make that decision. When I initially was casted to be on reality TV, it was because so many celebrities were shopping with me at that time. And I had been on a few different television shows promoting the actual brand. And so they just felt like I had a strong personality and it all tied in. And they always need a location for an event. Someone's always got to have a discussion about something. And so I had some shoe events, and a lot of the people on the shows were my customers. So I was kind of just like, it just kind of naturally happened. It wasn't an executive decision that I made on my own. Yeah.
So you've been rolling around in circles and
Yes.
it just felt right to be on it.
Just
So how was your
cool,
time
yeah.
on Love and Hip Hop New York?
I mean, it was a very long time ago.
Yeah.
And so I feel like it was in the beginning of the reality TV world, kinda. I don't know really, if I could be honest, how to describe what my time was like, because I'm not a huge fan of it. So, but I appreciate it. So I appreciate it for giving me the platform and the exposure
Experience.
and the reach and the experience. It's just that when you're not on the other side of the lens, you're not able to control the narrative of how you're being perceived. And I just feel like it's not my greatest hour. It's not my finest
Okay, so you
hour.
look back at the clip and say, uh-oh.
I'm like, whatever, because I don't really care about what people think, honestly. I truly am that girl. But I'm just like, child.
But ever since that time, were you able to, because you did make a lot of friends and enemies on the show. Were you able to look back and resolve some of those feuds, some of those rivalries, some of those fights, or you just left it there and moved on?
I think give me a name and then I'll tell
I
you
mean,
if
there
we
was
cool or
one
not.
with Yandy that, you know.
Yes.
So-
So
Okay.
I'm waiting for it. I'm just waiting.
I see that.
So if I could be really, really, really straightforward and honest, I really have not seen her,
Okay.
honest to God, since back then. Maybe in passing, if I don't remember,
Okay.
but I don't recall like us like being in a
Reaching out
setting.
or-
No, because we were never friends to begin with,
Yeah.
so it would be no reason for us to reconnect.
So that beef remained what it was then?
It's not beef.
Okay, so it remained
I
what
would
it was
hope
then.
that it's not.
It's not nothing,
Slow,
but it's
like
not something.
the
It's literally nothing.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So from Yandy, Remy Ma, there was a Remy Ma situation as well. Did that ever go squashed?
No, we're not friends. No.
Okay. And, you know, there was also that moment where I know you're a very loyal person.
Yes.
I know that.
Very.
And I like that.
Thank you.
I don't know if it's a Bronx thing, but you're very loyal. To the point where, you know, when there was the Nicki versus Cardi, Nicki was obviously your friend, and you kind of like
Is my friend.
is your friend. But there was a time where she was like, you know, there was a fashion week in which I think it was that infamous fight between Cardi and Nicki. You were at the event.
Was I there?
Well, that's what Nicki
What-
said. She
from
said,
what-
she said,
from what we
hands
heard?
were-
I'm just kidding with you guys. I'm just
yeah. She said hands were thrown. Were they your hands or?
Well, I want to be the first to say that I will never, ever in my life go public in having a statement about having a physical altercation with anyone. Only a fool does that, okay? So no matter what, I would never say, you know, like I would never say that. But everyone knows what happened. Yeah.
But are you cool with the situation with Cardi? Like, is
Am I
everything-
cool with her or the
Yeah.
situation?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's interesting. You know, that's why I say you're a loyal person. You're friends with who you're friends with, and
Yes.
who you're not friends with, you're not friends with.
Yes.
Okay, speaking of which, would you ever go on a reality TV show ever again?
Well, I actually said on a station a while back that if you saw me back on that show, that meant I was completely out of all of my dollars. I had none left. I'm talking about an overdraft if I went back on there, because I'm just so, that was such a long time ago. I'm so beyond that. Even the structure of how, you know, those type of shows work, it doesn't work for me. But I can't say that I would never do a show. It just would depend on what kind of show it was.
I was actually about to ask you that because your personality kind of gives off producer as well. So I
Yeah.
was thinking,
Yeah.
wouldn't you like to also like
Produce.
be behind the
Yeah.
scenes and coordinate that kind of thing?
Yeah, and that's what I love about my studio in Miami is that all the things you can see it from this side and you can make it happen. That's what I love about the production.
Speaking of production, is it scripted, the things that we see, or is that organic?
No, it's not scripted. It's orchestrated.
Okay.
So, for instance, let's say I have a problem with Victor,
Okay.
and you're like, I'm having a birthday party tomorrow. Can you come? And then you tell
Victor to come.
You tell Victor to come, and Deb is like, so Debbie's like, I think that, you know, you should tell Victor how you feel about it. Like, you know good and well that he, you know, we were both gonna be here and we needed to have this conversation. So the words are not scripted, but the situations where you're being put in front of people that there's conflict. So yeah.
Definitely. Can I ask this question?
Yeah.
Who are your top 3 favorite all-time legends in, like, I mean women in the entertainment industry?
Beyonce Knowles Carter is my absolute favorite. Nicki Minaj, no one's ever done it better. And
Billboard said so too.
Yeah, true.
Okay. And Cher.
Oh, really? Cher is such an interesting
That's nice.
inclusion. Why Cher?
She's phenomenal.
Yeah.
She can sing her ass off. She's legendary. She stays out the way. She lives her best life.
Yeah.
And she's been doing it. What was the guy's name she was married to? Sonny.
Yeah, Sunny.
She held him up until his last days. You know what I mean? She's
That's
a rider.
beautiful.
She's a loyal woman.
Yeah. And she does not care about anyone's opinion.
When no one has to say, and I love that.
All right, so I mean, we'll get to talk to Rah about what she's been up to more on the show, but right now let's focus on Britain's Got Talent. And when I say Britain's Got Talent, this 14-year-old has huge talent. Let's
killed
watch.
it.
So the interesting thing is she's 14 and she's from Romania. She's not even from the UK. And she came all the way to, you know, where you'd say it's not a familiar place, so to speak. All the way from Romania, she heads to the UK to be on this show. And when she opens her mouth to sing, coincidentally,
Maya
Beyonce
Guilty.
song.
Sounds like me.
In your dreams.
I disagree.
My dream.
In your dreams. Otherwise, we'll make you perform.
Yeah.
Would you like to perform?
Not today. Not today.
So
Not today.
one thing I love about this clip was what one of
To be responsible enough to know what's right and wrong and what they should share with me. Yeah.
Nice, nice. All right, we're heading to your territory now in the US.
The ATL.
Real Housewives of Atlanta.
gang.
It was vicious. What do you think about the show? It's been 16 seasons, I think. What do you think about the show?
It's honestly and truly one of my favorites.
Really?
Yes. I don't watch reality TV often at all. However, if I'm gonna watch, it's gonna be this one, this franchise. I think the women have done a phenomenal job of like growing, and keeping the entertainment while not selling their souls. And I'm proud of them.
You know, they say something about Real Housewives that there's a like a bug that catches the women. They get there, either they're getting divorced or something.
There's always a
going
drama
on.
going on with them. Yeah.
I think that you're just
Do you think
watching
it's a show or that's
no,
just...
I think we're just watching people's lives unfold in real time. And so those are the things that would be happening if they weren't on TV. It's just elevated in terms of the exposure of it. Because think about all your girlfriends or your homeboys and all the stuff that they go through. And if they were on national television while it was happening, it would be heightened. I think they're just living their lives.
Don't you think that drama is just too much?
I mean, if it wasn't, we wouldn't be watching.
So technically, we enjoy the drama.
You do.
We do.
We live for the drama.
We do.
So who's your favorite housewife?
Portia.
Portia, really?
Yes.
Portia's got drama.
Portia's got a lot of drama, but Portia does it so she makes sure that it makes sense for her brand. And she does so while looking absolutely stunning in all honesty.
Yeah.
And she makes it business.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. Make your drama work for you and make it a business. Now we're all invested totally in her life and the outcome of what's happening in her life, which keeps her relevant and keeps her booked. It's business, baby.
She was in Lagos for Desi December. Yeah, I think she came with Drew. No, not Drew. Can't remember who she came with. Yeah, but she was in Lagos and she had a great time. I wish you'd come to Lagos
Definitely.
30 December. Really.
Yeah.
You should try it sometime.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I don't got time for that to be partying an entire month straight. I'll be in the hospital for 3 months after that. Okay, it'll be Dirty December turns into a 4-month what is it called? ICU situation.
no.
All that drinking and
What if-
partying every night.
What if, like, the same way you like to schedule things, you schedule how you party? Or just
But-
be around.
But that's the thing. What are you going to do all the other times? Because no one's handling business on that time. It's their vacation. You know, it's their holiday. So what am I going to do if I'm not partying? Just sitting around waiting for everyone else to finish? I can do that at home.
Okay. So in this particular episode, one of the reasons why it was a big deal was how it affected Kenya's status on the show. Because right after this episode aired, she got bounced off of the show, and then she now made the decision to leave. Now, it all stemmed from an incident between her and the new castmate, Brit.
So I feel like if this doesn't have if there's no end goal, what is the purpose?
Well, speaking of angle, the angle to all the housewives reuniting here was, obviously to resolve and,
Make up.
and review the season. So this is Real Housewives of
Lagos.
Lagos. Of course,
Yes.
you know her face.
Yeah.
You know her face.
CSM.
Sophia Mumudu.
sat
Yes.
down.
The Sophia Momodu.
The Sophia Mumudu.
So how do you feel about her personality? You interviewed her.
I love that woman. I'm not kidding. When I interviewed her, I didn't know really that much about her on a personal level because it was my first time here. And immediately, honest to God, she stole my heart from just her story, her strength, her personality, her everything. I absolutely love her. Even when she gets hot-headed and she says, this is what it needs to be, I love her. She's my Nigerian spirit animal. Absolutely.
Are you
That's
gonna get on a
beautiful.
boat soon?
I've been on a boat with her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've been on a
Because
boat with her.
this same boat played a huge
Cause trouble.
role in this season. So all the housewives, how do you watch the season before you met her?
No, no.
Okay.
Uh-uh.
Okay. So this is season 3, and Sophia is a new face in this season. These two are new faces as well. This is Dabota, this is Diadem.
Diadem is
Yes, she's a new face. And right over there, you have, this is Uti, this is the host. And that's Caroline. You should interview Caroline. You should
She's the
find
drama.
every way to get her to sit down with you.
I'm sure they told you it actually hit it off.
Yeah, I really want to
It
see
will
what
be
she,
beautiful.
I really want to see what she makes. She's looking like, what?
Like Sophia is your spirit animal. Caroline,
Your spirit demon.
Not too much. So Caroline really brought the drama this season.
Yeah.
She was not backing down, on most of the issues that came up. She really was like, no, this is how I want it, this is what I want, and this is how it should be most times.
I feel like she was a bit too controlling.
You think so?
Yeah.
I felt like she knew what so she was in season 1, she didn't come back for season 2. So you felt like season 3 came with Avengers, like, you know what, season 1,
Do what
I don't think-
you
I don't think I
couldn't
did
do
it.
in season
I don't
one.
think I did it.
had a lot to say. Had a lot
Season
to
3,
do.
she was like, nah, I'm coming full on. 100%.
I feel like she felt like she was a queen on this season,
Well, I mean, she had
and
a moment.
she had a little
moment.
bit too much
She
to
had a
do.
moment. What do you think about reunions? I mean, you did one, season 3.
I think that's a good opportunity to tell people what you think after watching the season and tell them how you feel. Yeah.
Well, you dipped out on season 6 reunion. Did you go for it?
I don't remember.
Okay, you did.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Such a long time ago. Yeah.
Okay, so if you were going to be on a reality TV show, which one would you go? Which one? I know you said
If
that's-
at all.
Yeah, I know you said
If it was one of these that's already on,
yeah.
Yeah.
Not just
I
Nigeria,
would-
the ones you know.
it would
generally.
have to be Housewives of Atlanta.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the only one that would make sense. But I'm not moving to Atlanta, so that wouldn't happen.
Why though? For the brand or?
I'm just not interested in this. I'm just not interested in it. I'm not interested, but I mean, it would really depend. Yeah.
But let's talk about things that you are interested in. I mean, we have the Stiletto group. It's still popping.
Yes.
you have your podcast and your YouTube channel. You have a whole lot of things going on. So which one are you focusing on right now that is, bringing so much joy and,
Absolutely. So I have a studio for content creators in Miami. It's called On Site Studios. And so you can go there and create whatever content you like, whether it's a commercial, whether it's content for your social media platforms. If you have a podcast, if you want to produce and create mastermind seminars for your audience, anything, it's literally for creators by creators, because me and my partner, we are content creators. And so any set design that you could imagine, we have a full service bar, a chef.
Wow.
It's a huge studio. It's immaculate. We have top of the line Netflix certified equipment. And it's everything. So it's all about our clients there. That's really important. And then I have my my own podcast that I also shoot at the studio, which is called Cited. I'm not sure when this episode airs that we're doing here, but by then, my next episode coming out is with Black China. It'll air today around 8 p.m. And I'm really passionate about that, as well as On Site Media, which is the website and the social media. And then I have a breakfast restaurant called The Morning After, opening in about, I'm just gonna say, just to be safe, I'm gonna say 60 days, but I'm going over the time frame.
So I have a question to ask. Apart from being all business as usual, do you have any platform to like motivate or to teach young ones?
So I just started doing these mail messages to the ladies. It's like, ladies, you've got mail, and it's me giving input and insight on what my opinion is on how you should operate with men in terms of meeting them, in terms of dating them, in terms of keeping them, in terms of when it's time to exit. It's just my gift to my girls.
And is that drawing from personal experience?
Some things are experience and some things are still experience, but that didn't happen to me. So I'm one of those people, I don't have to learn the hard way. I can use my assessment and my knowledge and say this is not gonna work for me, or I'm not mad at giving this a shot. And I feel like I really am the female Steve Harvey when it comes to dating and relationships and marriage and all that kind of stuff.
I was gonna ask, do you have time for love in all these things you have your hands dipped in, like this and that and that?
Yeah. I'm straight. I'm good.
Tell us more.
Oh, it's
Just
fun to tell. I'm good. I'm straight.
She do what she do when she has to.
I'm good. I'm good.
So with your media, I mean, you've got your studios on, everything locked down and stuff like that. Do you plan on going into maybe filmmaking or other things?
No, I don't think so.
Just content creation.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Maybe you're speaking something into the future.
You said Steve Harvey. I said maybe Tyler Perry.
I was gonna say love Tyler, but I don't know. Maybe when I come back in a couple of years, that'll be what I'm working on at that time. But we'll see.
What about writing?
I don't know. We'll see. They're trying to give me a bunch of more shit to do.
Well, we do have something for you. Yeah. For when you're making those first class, trips.
Yeah.
You want something to, rest your pretty head on. Yeah.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Travel pillow for you.
I love this. Thank you. And I love the bag.
Yeah, true.
I could put some stuff in it.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Drama.
Yes.
Entertaining,
That's
real,
you.
spicy, vibrant, and sensational.
That is you.
All the things. Thank you.
Yeah, so
thank you.
That's courtesy of Ozbag. So you want to say thank you, Ozbag.
Thank you, Ozbag.
All right.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Speaking of our sponsors, thank you so much, Ozbag, for that. Also, thank you to Aria Foods. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Thank you to Julie Fields Kitchen. And also, thank you to Blinks and Blanks for making our guests smile. We need to see this in some of your shots.
Okay.
I will be checking your
Trying
Instagram
to
page.
steal free promo. That's
I will be checking your
fine.
Instagram
That's
page.
fine. I got y'all.
Now, every week we do this thing where we celebrate the fan of the week.
Okay.
So this person does what they need to do by not only following, but
liking.
commenting, liking, sharing, engaging, basically.
Very
And
important.
we come here, we all celebrate this person, right? So the person who has done this the best this week is
Drrr.
Samuel Akol.
Yay! Shout out to you, Samuel.
Samuel,
so much.
shout out to you. And if you want to be like Samuel and have us celebrate you here, don't forget you need to follow us. And you also need to be on all our available social media points. Make sure your voice is heard on each and every one of them. Of course, use the hashtag realitycheck on TVC.
All right. Thank you so much, Rah Ali, for joining us.
Thank you for
all the way
having
from
me.
the Bronx.
No, I don't live in the Bronx anymore.
Oh, so
I'm
where-
from there. I live in Miami.
all the way
Oh,
from
sunlight.
Miami.
Sunlight at the
Yes,
beach.
yes,
That's beautiful.
yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. You said you do love beaches and stuff like that. Is that why you moved to Miami?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I
Have
love
you
the
been
sun.
to any of the beaches here?
No,
You should.
I think
Yeah.
I might squeeze it in while I'm here.
Elisha.
I have a question to ask before we
Oh,
go.
I've been to Cocoa Beach, but I consider Cocoa Beach a resort.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I consider Cocoa Beach a resort. That is fabulous. Honey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
I have just one question
Yeah.
to ask you. I don't know if it's allowed, but like,
Okay.
I've seen one of your tattoos, but I just wanted to ask how many do you have, and what was your mind like getting them?
Would you like me to take you in the back so you can see them all?
Ooh. We need to have you on a reality TV show again. Yeah, we miss Spicy Rah.
I'm just messing with them. You all up under my dress in my business, so I figured I'd show you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just making him laugh. I have 1, 2, 3. Just 3.
3 tattoos?
Yeah, there's the other ones are really small. Then I have a Chinese dragon on my leg, and you guys know what Chinese dragons
Yeah.
stand for.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Rah Ali. You want to say something to your fans out there?
Sending love and positive energy and nothing but success and safety for everyone in 2025.
Aww, that's
Including
And,
drama.
drama. All right, that is the show. Thank you so much for watching Reality Check on TVC. It has been an absolutely spicy time with Rah
Yep.
Ali. And of course, I'm going to be watching or reading what's
To
going
make
on
sure I take a picture of
Yes,
this. I got
yes.
it. I
You're
got
gonna
it.
be on site.
I got it.
Yeah, it's going to be on site. That's it. Well, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next episode.
Okay, bye
guys.
guys.